also talk about crafting the job you want while you're in the job you have. And a lot of my clients are very interested in that. Talk to us about how you go about doing that, because of course, so many of the women I work with walk through the door and they think that they're in the wrong job or they don't want the job they have anymore.
Yeah, well, I think it's a couple of steps. I mean, I've always been a big believer in grabbing the job that maybe no one else wants, or grabbing on a project that no one else is doing as a way to add new visibility and skill sets to yourself. That's one way to start. I mean, that means you have to want that thing too. Look, there are a certain set of responsibilities all of us sign up to when we take on a job. It's called a job description. And yet there are things we're passionate about and things that can also help the company be better. And that's what I'm talking about, the job crafting. It has to make sense for the company and for you both. It could be, I love this, but it's of no value to the company. So I think that's hard to do. Maybe you need another job if that's the case. But I'll give you a good example of a colleague I had. And
Please,
she worked in publicity and communications, and she loved design. She was a designer as well. She worked with words, but she loved images. And so she started adding more infographics to the publicity materials, and people started really liking it. And before you know it, she made brought more of those capabilities to her job. Before you know it, she created a whole new capability of infographics and visual design as part of the communications team. To me, that was a classic example of somebody finding a passion, knowing her passion, being able to adapt it to a way that the company would benefit, and then just continuing to grow in such a way that they both got something out of it. That's what I mean. I mean, maybe it's as simple as you start, I don't know, you start a networking group over lunch to tackle a problem. You start a trend newsletter just for your team of 5. Like, you're the one every week that's going to say, here's 3 new trends of things I see. It's kind of one, taking initiative, grabbing permission to do some things, but it's an awareness that that there's value, and that it's going to enhance my job, but also enhance the company. That's to me what I mean about job crafting, plus taking on those assignments, often that no one else wants. What isn't job crafting is fighting to take over what someone else is doing because you like that and you wish you could do that. That's where turf wars start and people get suspicious. There's too much to do at work and too many opportunities to have to fight to take over what someone else is doing. That being said, if you want to do that, you should let your manager know, hey, when that comes available, I'd like to be in line for that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Help other people help you by telling them what you want, right?
Exactly.